Hello to all you gamers out there. Today we're kicking off a brand new series called Recommended Skill Tree Loadouts, and we'll be covering every character that has a skill tree. We're starting with Wilson, since he was the first character to receive a skill tree. I'll be recommending different loadouts for different situations and stages of the game. So, let's begin. For the first couple of days, this loadout works really well. Since I like to rush the ruins early, unlocking the torch toss skill in the torch section is super helpful. In fact, if you master this skill, you can even do a science-less ruins rush. This is by far the strongest section of Wilson's skill tree. Transmute Icky 1 is the best early game skill in the entire tree. Why? Because turning one meat into two morsels means you can make double the pierogies, and get double the gold from Pig King. Transmute Ore 3 is also fantastic. You can easily turn rocks into marble, making marble suits much easier to craft. If Transmute Icky 1 is the best early game skill, then Beard Hair Storage is the best all-around skill to master. Extra inventory space is always useful, no matter the stage of the game. That said, it's not very useful in summer. In case you didn't know, Wilson's beard provides cold insulation, which is great in winter, but not ideal in summer. Although, to be honest, you can just stay in the caves during summer to avoid the heat altogether. Now for the affinity section. I personally prefer the lunar affinity, which gives you 10% more damage against nightmare creatures. But honestly, this choice really comes down to personal preference. The shadow affinity gives bonus damage against lunar-aligned mobs and bosses, which isn't very useful early game, but becomes more valuable in the end game. Also, I feel like shadow-aligned transmutations are better overall than the lunar ones. After your first ruins rush, it's a good idea to swap your loadout. The torch tree starts to lose value over time, mainly because light becomes easier to manage as the game progresses. So, ignore the torch section and instead fully invest in the alchemy tree. There's also one specific situation where it's better to use this skill tree loadout right from the start, and that's if you're planning to rush the Celestial Champion. Thanks to Transmute Gem 3, Wilson is the only character who can create an iridescent gem without needing to deconstruct the Mooncaller staff. That means you don't need the Starcaller staff, and you can fight the Celestial Champion without ever needing to enter the ruins at all. And that's it for Wilson's skill tree. I hope this loadout breakdown gives you a good starting point. But of course, the best loadout is the one that fits your own playstyle. So feel free to take what works for you and leave the rest. If you found this useful, drop a like and consider subscribing. I'll be covering more characters in this series. Hope to see you soon again. Bye.